Welcome to Get Solutions. So in this session, we are going to discuss another method or technique used in the cost reduction and cost control process. See, the another important method, value analysis and value engineering. So value is also something which add to existing character. Even if you take in the life matters, even if you take in the characteristics of a individual persons, and also even if you take the characteristics of an individual product or services which is provided by the business organizations. So value, somehow it describes the product or services or individual character, attitude and behaviors. So therefore, the value is very important in cost reduction and cost control process. Let's see how this value analysis and value engineering will helpful to reduce and control the cost. So before going to know about the meaning of value analysis, just observe the equation given in the meaning. So a value is determined based on the either it is a tangible or intangible benefits from the product or services. So from this, we are going to deduct the actual cost. So apart from the tangible and intangible benefits, when we are going to deduct the cost incurred for that particular product or service, then exactly this will ultimately helpful to know the particular value of that particular product or existing character. This ultimately helpful to the business organization or to the customers to take the necessary actions and decisions. If the value of the product is more, it leads to the loyalty of that particular product or service provided by the business organization is also high. If the product or service no value, then the loyalty towards that product is also very less. So here, the value analysis is the evaluation process, because evaluate the process in terms of value towards that product or services. So based on this value and based on this evaluation process only, the business organization will going to take the necessary decisions. See, value analysis is the evaluation process where the alternatives are profiled according to the total value expected from the use of each competitive alternative. So here, the total value expected from the use of each competitive alternatives, in the sense either it is a business organization and either it is a customers. When the business organization will gives the product or services, when the product or services emphasizes the high value and creates more value to its customers, then also it helps the customers to attract towards that product or services which is offered by the business organization. So here the total value is expected from the use of each competitive alternative. This includes business organization process and business organization or firm and the competitors, which means other competitors, and also this value analysis, that under this value analysis the customers is also one of the major components. Our customers is also one of the major factor to determine the value of the particular product or services. For example, how this value will impact on our life matters in the sense, for example, after your BCom, if you obtain the MCom, and after your BCom, if you are going to complete MCom, then it adds some education value to your life. After your MCom, if you obtain the any other courses, again it will add some value to your academic. If you are appreciated by someone, then definitely it will add some more value to your existing character. So based on this value, we get to know that how that particular individual or in terms of product or service is good or bad. So this value is completely based on tangible, intangible benefits which is provided by the business organization, or the tangible and intangible benefits which is obtained by the customers or getting by the customers by deducting the total cost or expenses. So this will ultimately gives the identification of that particular product value or services value. So therefore, here the value analysis is defined as a systematic interdisciplinary approach, which means it examines the various factors that affect the cost of the product or services. So the different factors, how it will be affect the cost of the product or services. In order to calculate the cost, this value analysis will evaluate the various factors. Why means to achieve something in the way of scientific method. So this interdisciplinary approach examines the various internal and external factors which affect the product or services to achieve short-term, long-term objectives, which is most economical to the business organization, and also it focuses on standard quality with reliability. The major objective of this value analysis to get rid from the unnecessary costs which is incurred for the product or services that do not add value to the product or services. So unnecessary expenses, unnecessary cost, definitely it does not add the some value to the existing product or services. So therefore, in order to get rid from the unnecessary expenses, the value analysis and value engineering is very necessary for the business organization to know and to determine the exact value. See, this value analysis uses some techniques to analyze the value and to engineer the value. So, based on this process, the value will be going to analyze. So under that, first one, orientation. Have you heard about the orientation programs in your colleges and in schools, etc.? Now we are going to discuss some of the techniques to be used or applied in the value analysis or value analysis process. So under that, first one, preparation or orientation and providing the information and analyze the reason. And next, innovation and creativity or creative thinking. Next, it includes evaluation. Next, finally, implementation and monitoring. You know very well that value analysis is all about get rid from all unnecessary expenses or cost, when those costs that do not add value to the product or services. Because this value analysis focuses on examination of the internal and external factors that affect the cost of the product or services, with the aim of to achieve a specific objective which is predetermined, which is fixed by the business organization in the most economical way. In order to achieve this objective in the most economical way, the business organization will be going to apply these process and steps in the value analysis to analyze the value of the particular product or services or anything in the business organization. So under that, first one, orientation and preparation. So this orientation and preparation will ultimately somehow it develop the existing knowledge and skill of the particular task or activity. Because before going to conduct any activity, before going to carry out any of the task in the business organization, the knowledge and skill towards that activity and pre-preparation is very important. So therefore, the orientation and preparation will play a major role in the value analysis process, because it will give a directions to carry out the actions and activities or tasks of the business organization to analyze the value. So therefore, it is the first stage or first step involved in the value analysis process, that is orientation and preparation or training. Next, the second one, information. So information in the sense, in order to carry out the existing task, the historical and past information is very necessary to carry out the existing task. Because by knowing the differences or by knowing the variances in the past activity, it is necessary to improvise in the policies towards the production process. That is all about to increase the value of the particular product or services. The information will play a major role here. So therefore, the past information is very important in the analyzing the value of the particular product or service or a firm or a company. So information is also helpful to analyze the value of the particular task or a product or services. So therefore, in the value analysis process, providing the information is also a needy part. Next, based on the information available, we are going to analyze the particular information which is suitable to particular activity. So this analysis will definitely give some output or results regarding the differences and variances. If you have any variances, or it may be called as a negative variance, then it will be going to convert into positive variance by the innovative way and by creative thinking. So this creative thinking will give some generalized ideas towards the particular activity or task to convert that negative variance into positive variance. This somehow helpful to analyze and to identify the value. So when the business organization exactly analyze the value in the sense through evaluation process. If we are going to evaluate the performances, that is actual versus standard, then definitely we will get to know that the exact value of the particular product or services or company and firm. So finally, after evaluation, further if we identify or if we found any variances and differences, then we are going to implement the new rules and regulations towards the production processes by monitoring the existing or actual performances against with the standard performances. So these are the techniques to be applied in the value analysis and value analysis process. And next one, in the value analysis process, are how this value analysis process helpful to the business organization. See, the advantages of value analysis. You know very well. So, to know about the value analysis, please keep it in mind the meaning of the value analysis and what is the meaning of value analysis. See, the value analysis and value chain analysis both are same. So that's why I mentioned here value chain analysis. It speaks about flexibility. Yes, of course, this value analysis is a flexible. So that's why it is called as an advantage to the business organization. How it is flexible in the sense, in looking at your organization or business or firm, and in looking at your competitors and their respective places in the industry's value, because this value is applicable to the business organization and competitors and the places of the industries where you want to identify the value. It is flexible to each and every area, because in each and every area we are going to identify the value. So therefore it is flexible. So therefore it is also one of the advantage under the value analysis process. Next, second one, the second advantage, it create a competitive advantage. Yes, of course, value is a very important factor to determine the price of the product. So when the value of the product is high, somehow the price of the product is also high, and also sales revenue is also high. So thereby it creates the competitive advantage in the sense on both cost and differentiation. So this competitive advantage takes into account cost and differentiation. So due to this, it will create some competitive advantage by analyzing the value of the particular product or services which is offered by the business organization to customers. Because when the value is more, the price of the product is also more, and the percentage of profit margin is also more, and the sales revenue is also more, because the value will attract the customers. Value create some loyalty to the customers. So thereby it ultimately create the competitive advantage for the business organization. Which business has the more value, which business has the more value towards the product. So this is the another advantage. And next one, it helps in comparison. Yes, of course, this value analysis helps in comparing our business organization or your business models with your competitors. How the competitors offers the business, how the competitors offers the product or services. By deploying or understanding the strengths and weaknesses of them. So ultimately this value analysis helpful to know the strength and weaknesses of our competitors. So after identifying the competitors, it is helpful to comparing your business model with your competitor. This ultimately leads to know the strength and weaknesses of them. So in the comparison part, value analysis play a major role. So this is also another advantage. And next one, adoption of any type of business. So this value analysis applicable to the any type of the business organization, whether it is a small business or medium or larger businesses. And also this value analysis helpful to manufacturing organization or also retail or service organization. It is not a matter of big or small business organization. It is adapted to any type of the business organization. So that is also one of the advantage here. And next one, it helps in understanding the organizational issues. Yes, of course. When we analyze the value of the business organization or towards the product or services, definitely it will give some outputs and results towards that particular product or service or activity or task. So this ultimately helpful to analyze the reason or understanding the various issues with the particular activity or product or services in the organization. So these are the various advantages of the value chain analysis or value analysis.